Hi, this is Brian Lazar with the Colorado Avalanche Information Center, and welcome to your weekly Avalanche Outlook. You can see here that we've got generally moderate conditions across all of the state of Colorado. This is going to be the situation for Wednesday and Thursday, and then we are in store for a dramatic change and really markedly increasing avalanche hazard. I'm going to show just an animation here of total snow accumulation starting on Thursday morning and in through the weekend. And you can see starting on Friday morning, heavy snowfall really starts to take hold across the state. Favored areas could see 2 or 3 or more feet of snow by the time the whole storm is done. And this is going to land on a snowpack that has pretty pronounced weak layers. This past week, we've continued to see remote triggering of avalanches, cracking and collapsing. And so this is a clear indication that this is not a snowpack that can handle the kind of load that is coming. And so you need to really check the forecast at colorado.gov/avalanche because we're in a very dynamic period. Avalanche danger is going to increase markedly on Friday. So you can expect avalanche watches to be issued in large portions of Colorado. Initially, to start, we're looking at places like the Grand Mesa, the Aspen Zone, the Gunnison Zone, and portions of the San Juan Mountains. So a watch on Thursday means we anticipate very dangerous avalanche conditions to develop in the next 24 hours. And so anticipate warning criteria or high danger, which is level 4 of 5, as we move into the holiday weekend. Keep in mind when we have high avalanche danger, this means we do not recommend travel in backcountry avalanche terrain. We're going to see avalanches run naturally. We can trigger avalanches very easily from a long distance away. Avalanches are going to break in very surprising ways, cross-terrain features, things like that. And because we're worried about both triggering avalanches from below and naturally, spontaneously occurring avalanches, we need to be very cognizant of overhead hazard. So even if you're just planning to do the dog walk or take a Nordic ski in your local area, you need to make sure those areas are not underneath steep slopes. This avalanche danger is going to stay with us through the weekend and at least, and we have a really snowy period ahead of us. We've got continued snowfall that lasts essentially through the end of 2021, all the way into New Year. So this continued incremental loading is really great for our snowpack. It's really great for our water resources. It is going to, like I said, lead to a spike in avalanche danger. And because the snowfall just keeps coming for at least a week, it's going to be very slow for avalanche danger to decrease. And so we'll likely come out of the warning period sometime early next week, but it's going to be a slow downward trend to better stability. So everyone, please enjoy all the fresh snow. Please stay safe out there. Please check the forecast at colorado.gov/avalanche. And when we're in our warning period, please avoid travel on or underneath or even near slopes 30 degrees or steeper that are picking up more than about a foot of fresh snow.
Hey everybody, Jeff Davis here with the Colorado Avalanche Information Center. I'm currently in the North San Juan Zone in the Prospect area on a northeast facing slope at 11,700 feet. I'm just below the area where this large avalanche was triggered on December 16th, 2021. I chose this slope because it's just below where the avalanche was triggered and I wanted to take a look at the snowpack. We're dealing with a classic persistent slab problem of a strong layer over a much weaker layer below. When we're dealing with this kind of snowpack structure, we have to be really wary that these kind of avalanches will be triggered from a distance, travel over terrain features, and break wider and further than we might expect. As we go into a weekend full of sunshine and warm temperatures, it's really important that we make conservative terrain choices. Staying on slopes less than 32 degrees, not connected to anything steeper or larger above, is the best way to keep yourself safe from avalanches and travel safely in the backcountry.
So this is obviously a very dynamic period. Please stay up to date on current conditions by checking the avalanche forecast at colorado.gov/avalanche or on the CAIC smartphone app. We'll see you next week.